Hello guys, I'm back with another concept of geometrical optics. These days I'm making more videos on geometrical optics, and it is due to the fact that everything has been locked down due to coronavirus, and hence the studies of students may not suffer, and the very first chapter of their curriculum in India is that geometrical optics in class 12th. So I am making more videos nowadays of geometrical optics. So continuing from my previous lecture of plane mirrors, now in this situation there is a plane mirror, and I am demonstrating that what is the effect of rotating the incident ray about an axis which is passing through the plane of the mirror. I will make sure that axis of the mirror is clearly visible to you. But before that, there is a plane mirror. You can see this is a plane mirror. Okay, this is incident ray number 1. Initially the incident ray was this ray and the reflected ray was this ray. And you can see that law of reflection states that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Okay, now if I am rotating incident ray continuously in clockwise sense, you can see in clockwise sense with angular velocity omega, then the concept says that as I will always be equal to r in reflection, and if I am decreasing the value of incident angle, then the value of reflected angle will also decrease continuously at the same rate in such a way such that at any instant of time the incident angle and reflected angles are equal to each other. So after that, if the new ray, incident ray, is this ray, you can see that this ray is here, and the new angle of incidence is theta 2, and hence the new angle of reflection will also be theta 2, and this will be the new reflected ray. So you can see that the amount of deviation, this deviation in incident ray, theta 1 minus theta 2, is also equal to the amount of deviation in reflected ray. This is also theta 1 minus theta 2, but only the difference is the fact that incident ray is rotating or it is deviating in clockwise sense like this, and the reflected ray is being deviated in anti-clockwise sense like this. So I've written the important concept about this problem is if an incident ray is rotated about an axis passing through the plane of the mirror. Let me show you the axis firstly. I'll highlight the axis with different color. You can see this cross. So you can assume an axis which is perpendicular to this plane, the plane in which you are studying. So the plane of board, or the plane in which I am drawing the diagram, is the plane to which this axis is perpendicular, and I am making this cross, and about this axis incident ray is being rotated. You can also say that this axis is horizontal if this plane is vertical, and this axis is obviously parallel to the plane of the mirror. Okay, so this is the axis. So I am again repeating that if an incident ray is rotated about an axis passing through the plane of the mirror with some angular velocity omega, then its reflected ray rotates with an angular velocity minus omega. See, I've written this omega and this omega in vector form. So we already know that the angular velocity of incident ray is in clockwise sense, and the angular velocity of reflected ray is in anti-clockwise sense. Hence I am writing this omega with a negative sign. Okay, so with angular velocity minus omega about the same axis. So conclusively, if we are rotating the incident ray, keeping the mirror fixed, then the reflected ray will also rotate in the opposite direction with same angular speed and with opposite angular velocity. Obviously, when I'm saying the speed, I'm talking about the magnitude of angular velocity, and when I'm saying the angular velocity, I'm talking with the direction. So this is the concept. So I hope you got to know something more, and keep watching and be concentrated on your studies. Thank you.